To add the fractions 1/2 plus 3/5, we need to convert both the denominators to the least common denominator. And if you think about the words, the least common denominator is the smallest denominator that would be common for both of these fractions. One way to do this is to list the multiples of the fractions. So if we list the multiples of 2 of that denominator, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, we could keep on listing the multiples. And for 5, we'd have 5, 10, 15, and so on. Well, the smallest multiple that appears in both of these is 10, and therefore this is the least common denominator. Therefore, we'd like both of these fractions to have 10 on bottom. And to do that, we'll multiply each fraction by some numerator and denominator on both fractions that would make the bottom 10. So in the first fraction, we notice that 2 goes into 10 5 times, so we need to multiply the bottom by 5, and therefore multiply the top by 5. So 1/2 becomes 5/10. Similarly, 5 goes into 10 twice, and therefore we would multiply the bottom by 2, and therefore multiply the top by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So 5/10 plus 6/10, now that the denominators are the same, means that we could add or subtract the numerators, or the tops. So 5 plus 6 over the common denominator of 10 becomes 11/10. We, depending on how the directions might be, we could either write this as an improper fraction, where the numerator is larger than the denominator of 11/10, or realize that this means that 10 goes into 11 one time, one whole time, with a remainder of 1 left over, 1 1/10. So depending on the directions, either 11/10 or 1 1/10 would be the answer.